Well, here we are again. Another airport, another adventure to start. Here we are. We're at Heathrow Airport in Terminal 2, and we're just about to fly with Air India. We're Mark and V, and this is our adventures. Now, Air India is an airline I flew with about 20 years ago, and it was a horrendous experience. It really was quite the worst. Reading online is varied mixed reviews, and what we've done is we've bought tickets on Expedia of all places because they were the cheapest, and I'm always a bit nervous when I do something like that, but everything has worked out really, really well. So if you want some details, just look down below and there'll be links to Expedia, and be a bit confident. It seems to be working out for us. Anyway, we're going to go through, drop our bags off in about 50 minutes, and then we'll go through and we'll tell you along the way what this actual experience is like, genuinely, and we'll see you at the other end, and that'll be the very far end. Is the destination's going to be Ho Chi Minh City, but then we catch another airline again and we're off to Hanoi. So a couple of plane rides to do first of all, so we'll see you very soon on the other side. Well, there we are. We've just come through security. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening, and it's got to be the easiest time we've ever come through security at Heathrow. Really, really simple. Going through Air India's checking in was really smooth and simple. We got 2 seats right at the back, which I've booked, and apparently they don't recline, so that might be a little tiny bit of an issue, but it was that, or have 2 seats separate. So we've taken what we got. No issues at all. They're really quite smooth. One thing that was picked up, if we'd left, I think it's 2 days later, V's passport would have not have enough time on it. Now, we worked it out, it had 6.5 months. They've worked it out, it's just got 6 months up till 2 days time. So, well, there we are. Be warned, make sure your passport's up to date. We're lucky, we just got through, but it could have been really disastrous. So we're in the lounge now, and this is Terminal 2, and you can see it's so quiet down there. Not a bad time to travel. We normally travel in the morning. Normally where we go in is it's that issue. The flight, normally when we go that sort of time, all the flights where we're going out to Indonesia that way, they leave in the morning. But this flight we've got now is an evening flight, and it's certainly looking a lot better. Very casual. Anyway, we're going to have a little wander around, and we'll see you in a little while. Maybe see you on the plane. Well, here we are. We're just getting ready to get on board. Everything's been really quite smooth. We've had plenty of text messages through WhatsApp to tell us what's happening. Even emails, and the app sends notifications if anything changes in the gate change points. So we got notified about that straight away. Obviously getting dark now, and we'll soon be on board. I'll let you see what the food's like, general state of the airplane's like, and hopefully we'll be in Delhi in a few hours' time, telling you how wonderful it has been.
That's a bit next to the drinks.
Yeah, okay. V's happy. She's right next to the drinks. Right, so we've got on, and I told you about my previous experience, so they're just going to do the Air India introduction, so I'll come back in a minute. Right, they've done a demonstration. So, basically, right, third try. Now, I said about earlier that I travelled on Air India maybe 20 years ago. When I travelled in Air India, right, so hopefully there's going to be no more announcements. Fourth time lucky, is it? I think it is. Basically, I was saying, I travelled on Air India maybe 20 years ago now, and it was horrendous. Really was like the movies you see where you're travelling on a train in India. It was like that. But so far, this has been so good. The airline looks really clean. Everybody is really greeted you nice. The seats are quite comfortable. I think so at the moment. Got a fairly decent screen in front of us. That's as large as any airline I've seen on since we've been going. Just let me look at that. And we're about to take off, so I'm going to put this one down now, and I'll speak to you a little later when the food comes out. Well, first lot of food's come out, and something I've never ever thought about telling you guys, and really never occurred to us. But if you've got special dietary requirements, contact your airline before it. Maybe on the website, you'll be able to book the food you want before you get on the plane. Our friend next to us, who's vegan, forgot to tell him, but they've managed to go away and actually get him some food. So what have we actually got here today? Chickpeas, is that? Chickpea potato salad. Chocolate mousse, I think that is. Bread roll. Obviously vodka. Won't be our channel if you want. And I believe this is chicken. We'll just open it up a minute. And that looks like chicken, peas and mash, so I'm going to eat it now. I'm going to have that now. V went vegetarian. That looks really nice, actually.
Yeah. I think it's vegetarian curry. I think
Yeah.
the green is probably some sort of Saigon leaves.
Yeah. So what we'll do now is we're going to eat the food and we'll come back to you afterwards. Well, that was dinner, tea. I don't know what that would be.
Oh, midnight munchies.
Midnight munchies. So what did I have? I had the chickpeas. That was nice. It wasn't too bad at all, actually. Could have done with a little bit more. Then I had the chicken breast and mashed potato and peas. And that was just like eating something from home. It was really good. Again, it felt a little bit not enough, but that's the airplane food for you, isn't it, really? Then afterwards was it was like a chocolate mousse, and there was like a raspberry jam.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Place as well, so anyone can eat that.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know that place was really nice.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I can't say that was too bad. Vodka was great, although it feels like you're drinking McDonald's vodka, if you get my drift. But we'll try a few more of them and see how we get on. And yours, V, how was yours?
Yeah, it was really nice. I had vegetarian. It's curry, I think.
Vegetarian? You think it was a curry?
Yeah, it was spicy. It was quite spicy. It was nice.
Okay. Well, there you are. That's thumbs up, definite thumbs up for the food. Personally, I could have done with a little tiny bit more.
Enough for me.
But V's happy, so
Yeah.
I'm just greedy.
I think it was the vodka that fell a bit short for me.
Well, the easy thing is now, what I do is I just press on that screen, I'm going to turn you around, and
Oh no, we finished putting all the things away, tax.
did you think I should? Do you?
I think you should. This poor hostess, so they want their house. So just let them put everything away, and then we'll keep ringing the bell after that.
See you in a little while. Well, these two we're going to wait, but these lovely ladies are coming back and serving a second lot. So you can see as we're like going through, they're coming down, serving us the second lot of alcohol instead of coffee.
There was about 3 or 4 trolleys that they took down from there in each aisle, and as each one's coming back, I think they're serving drinks. It won't be household right now. Don't come back.
Perfect, I'll say. We are a few hours later. I've had a bit of a sleep, and they're bringing around a breakfast. Well, they just brought around a breakfast. Let's see if it's sure got here. Got some orange juice. Water. Fruit, bread roll, and scrambled egg and sausage. Some potato stuff. So we'll be landing in just over an hour and a half. So we'll have that. And so far it's been good. I can't say anything bad about it at the moment. Food's been good. Seats are a little tiny bit uncomfortable, but anything you sit on too long is uncomfortable. Anyway, I'm going to have some food. Well, there we are. We've just landed. Well, there we are. We've landed. We probably had one of the bumpiest landings we've had for a while, but we're here on the ground. This is in Delhi. We got a couple of hours layover now, and then we'll be going on to Ho Chi Minh. Now, all I can say is that the plane's been pretty great, actually. The experience that I had 20 years ago, so compared to now, is like worlds apart, and really, really happy. Plane's really, really new. The staff have been great. हमारे साथ यात्रा करने के लिए आप सभी का धन्यवाद. Right, lots and lots and lots of announcements. So we're going to find our way through to wherever we're going to be now, and I'll talk to you a little later. But so far, so good. That was a good Expedia deal. We probably saved ourselves maybe £350 on this flight. So any details you want are going to be down below anyway. So if you want to get the same sort of deal, have a look down there and you'll get it. Well, we've made it through. We're going to go for a second set of customs, have our bags checked and everything here in Delhi. And I had to take everything out that was electronic, all cables, batteries, everything had to go through separately. So
they were old scanners, weren't they?
Yeah, old scanners, yeah. So if you're coming through Delhi, be prepared for that, and especially if you've got a lot of kit. Because it took a while. He kept on saying, have you got this, have you got that? And I'm going, yeah, I've got a cable in there. Oh, you need to get that out as well. So it just continued and continued to be, I know we're on. Continued and continued to empty out the bag. But we're through. We're in sort of Delhi now. You can see, here's your bag. We're on to Ho Chi Minh City. You can see it there at 1 o'clock. Gate 4C. So we ain't got long to wait. I'm not sure what time it is now. I keep on looking around for a clock and I can't see one anywhere. Not to worry. I think we got about 2 hours here, so we'll sort ourselves out and then we'll come back again, have a little look around. Well, after all that, we literally got down to the gate and we had to get onto a bus and get on the plane. Now, the first plane was amazing, really good. The second plane, we ain't even got a screen. There are no TVs. You can see it's quite an old plane. I guess that's why we got it a lot cheaper. But we'll tell you what it's like at the end of it. Hopefully it'll be alright. Not a lot of entertainment. Me and V will have to play a game swearing at each other or something.
Oh, I've got my headphones and some music. So.
Oh.
I downloaded some TV programs.
Well, we're on to mealtime on this second plane, and it's not too bad actually. That's some sort of pasta dish V's having at the moment, and you said it's quite spicy?
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of a cake there for afters, and the main dish is a curry dish. Chicken curry. You can see that. That all looks quite nice as well, doesn't it? It's a bit runny, so I'm going to be careful with it because I'll spill it down myself. So, and a vodka drink to go with it. So I'm going to have that and I'll tell you what it's like afterwards. Well, the quality was okay, but it certainly wasn't a patch on the first meal. The curry was a bit nondescript, really. The pasta was okay. It was a little tiny bit spicy. But being totally honest, I think the food on the first plate was far superior. But look, that's Ho Chi Minh City below us. Well, we're here. We're in Ho Chi Minh. We've come out, got our visas. But it's not even a visa for us, is it? It's a 45-day stay. So we're doing that. Now we're off to domestic because we got a flight booked for tomorrow morning. So the first thing we're going to do now is work out how we're going to spend tonight, really, because we got about, did we work out 6 hours?
Flight's at 6 in the morning. It's about 9 o'clock now, I think.
Yeah, so we got a bit of time. So
Time we found good coffee and something to eat, and then also put your head down for the night.
yeah, a cosy corner in domestic somewhere. So we'll go and find that. But first impressions, really humid and muggy, like you would feel if you've been to Bali. You know, I assume a lot of our people who watch us because of Bali, and it feels just the same as when you get to Bali, doesn't it? It's
quite muggy.
quite muggy. Yeah, saw quite a lot of thunderstorms when we were coming into land. Anyway, just show you a little bit around here. So that's the main international terminal, and I take it the domestic's just down here somewhere, so we'll wander down here. So domestic literally was 5-minute walk away from the main terminal, and look at it down here. It's pretty happening, isn't it? Lots of little coffee shops and all sorts of bits and pieces going on over there. One thing is, it's great being somewhere where you really don't know where you are. It just feels a little bit more exciting, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're wandering around, a bit wide-eyed, I'd imagine. And just looking at everything. Certainly had a lack of sleep. But we think we've got to go to D1, which is Vietnam Airlines in here. Well, here we are. This is going to be our hotel for the night, and this is where we're going to be staying. Now, if you look, we found this little quiet corner of domestic, right on the very end of all the terminals. This is Terminal 1, and we're right down at the very bottom. And it's toilets. It's quite good, actually, because it's toilets just over there. So in that respect, we'll be okay. There's no electricity, I can say. Oh, actually, I might be able to see some electricity, and we might be able to get away with sitting over here in a minute. Yes, there is. There's some plug sockets over here. So we might be able to get away with using a plug sockets. That's the only two I've seen so far. But just to get our phones and bits and pieces charged up a little bit before we go. But yeah, I think it'll be alright, It's pointless going and getting a hotel for a few hours. Let's say a few hours, probably about 6. By the time we've gone and had some food, had a beer, got a sim.
Or 2 beers.
Or 2 beers, in fact, because V's worried now I'm not going to get her a beer.
I never said anyone ever when they're on holiday get a beer.
Well, you know us, we don't drink. Yeah. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to get a local sim, but we're also using the Arola sim as well. Arola sim, I've got to pronounce it right, I'll get it right. And the link is down below, and you get a 20% discount if you use it at the moment. You'll get a 20% discount. We'll get a little kickback, so it'll help us as well. If you're buying that, you're sort of helping us buy a beer. So it's a good way of thinking about it, isn't it? Yeah, so we're just going to sit down here for 10 minutes, just gather our thoughts, think about what we're going to do. We're going to get some local cash as well. And we did see some cash machines just on the outside of the terminals, so that's as good as anywhere to get them. Get some cash. They were selling sims inside the terminal. It seemed quite pushy, and there was quite a lot. As the airplanes were going, lots of people were going up to them, so it was quite rushed. So I think if you can, get an Arola sim. And it'd be a lot easier because you can have that all sorted out before you actually get here. It'd be far better. And if not, get out on the street. We'll be able to tell you a little bit more when we're out there in a little while how easy it is. But But don't get yourself pushed into anything and panic about it, because sometimes it's the worst way to do it. Changing money in airports as well, you never get a good rate, do you? But yeah, so it's hot, it's sticky. We're back in Asia. It's great.